Hey, I'm Kevin with Aldridge, and today we're going to take a look at the basics of Microsoft 365 Business Voice, or more commonly known as Teams Voice. Teams Voice is an add-on for Microsoft Teams that will turn your Teams application into a fully functioning VoIP phone system. Teams Voice is an excellent option for businesses that are already on Microsoft 365 and have standard phone requirements. So let's take a look at how your Teams app will look if you're subscribed to Business Voice. First thing you'll notice, on the left-hand side of Teams, is a Calls button. Lots of new options, lots of new things to add in here. First and foremost, what's my phone number? You click on the dial number. Right above the spot where you would enter phone numbers is your phone number listed here. This is especially convenient if this is a new phone number for you. I've had countless times where I had a new phone number where I called somebody, left a voicemail, and I could not remember my phone number and I needed to leave. So having it placed right here is very nice and very convenient. In addition, this is where you can type in the keys for making a phone call if you would like, or if you would like to use your number pad on your keyboard, it'll allow you to enter phone numbers that direction or that way as well. And lastly, you can paste in phone numbers from the website. So should you need to call Aldridge, for example, scroll down, grab a phone number, copy, and paste. Nice and easy. Say you find yourself in a chat with somebody and you need to elevate said chat to a phone call. Within this window, you have the call box here that will elevate to a phone call. You can hover on the icon, and now you have the option to make a phone call. Or if you are one that uses the pop-out button for your different chats, you have the call option here as well. If you need to add contacts or speed dials, again, come back to the calls option. Now you saw that I had some of these ahead of time, but we can add a speed dial, type in a contact, it'll find Keith, we can add Keith. Or if you'd like to add a phone number, you want to call AT&T, you can add them as a speed dial that way as well. Another way to use Teams Voice to find people to call is, of course, you've got your speed dials that you just added. You can look at contacts. You can also look at call history. You see calls that have come in or calls that have gone back out. You click on the ellipses, you have your choices here to call that person back. You can directly add them to your speed dial or contacts, or if you really need to, you can block the phone call here. Far easier than the traditional phone system days where you had to call your phone provider and have them block the call for you. You can check your voicemail here. However, as you see, we don't have any voicemails here at the time. And if this is a new account for you, you need to set up your voicemail. To set up voicemail, you're going to go back to our ellipses up here in the top right corner. Settings, calls, and at this point is where you want to click to configure voicemail. In addition to voicemail, ways to handle calls. If a call comes in, if you want to, you can have the phone system also ring somebody else. This is good for your traditional boss-secretary relationship where calls that ring to the boss also ring to the secretary. You can have it go to a number or a contact that we just placed in there. You can go to nobody, so it'll ring just you, or you can send it off to a call group. You also have choices for what to do if the call is not answered. You can also forward your calls. This can go to voicemail, this can go to another user or speed dial, or to a call group. This can, in fact, go to your cell phone if you'd like. So to configure or set up your voicemail greeting, click Configure Voicemail. You now have the option to record a greeting. Again, you've got choices for what you can do after the call goes to voicemail. Pretty straightforward options here. You can change your language if you would like. You've also got options to utilize text-to-speech, where you can type in what you would like the prompted voice to say. It's not usually the best option. People report that sometimes the computer voice that speaks is cold and not welcoming. But if this is something you want to do, by all means, it's an option that's available to you. Likewise, you have out-of-office options you can play with. Teams and Outlook calendars integrate with each other, and Teams will pull your presence off of your calendar. By presence, I mean this little guy here. This status pulls from Office, whether you're busy or available, if you've stepped away from your desk, and whether you're able to receive calls. Maybe you don't have a scheduled meeting, but you do need to focus on a task. You can set yourself to do not disturb. Likewise, if you want to set a status message, you can type a message here as well.